Hi, my name is Tisha and I make videos on the paranormal as well as cover all of the historic events that happen around New England. We've been doing the King Phillips War from start to finish and taking you to all the locations. We've already done part 1 and part 2, so make sure after you watch this video or before you watch this video to go back into my playlist and catch up on King Phillips War part 1 and part 2. So thank you guys for joining in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. I am always uploading new videos at least once a week. So we just left the first area of the First Baptist Church that I showed you. And so when they were attacking, what the people would do would run to these garrison houses for shelter. So this garrison house is about 4 minutes away from here. You have to remember, back then Swansea wasn't Swansea, Rehoboth wasn't Rehoboth, and so on and so on. So I'm going to take you on like a 4-minute drive, and then we are going to go to the location of where the garrison meeting house was. So in 1675, the King Phillips War came to Freetown. It was reported that 3 men were slain: John Tisdale Sr., John Knowles, and Samuel Adkins. John Tisdale's house was burned as the house of his brother-in-law, James Walker. John's gun was carried off by the Indians, and the gun was retaken at Rehoboth on August 1st, 1675, where it was found with the body of an Indian who was also slain there. The gun was retaken at Rehoboth on August 1st, 1675. It was found with the body of an Indian who was slain there, and then the gun was later used as evidence in court. So I'm just going to read this marker for you guys real quick. It says, near this spot stood the John Miles Garrison House, the place of meeting of the troops of Massachusetts Bay and Plymouth colonies, commanded by Majors Thomas Savage and James Cudworth, who marched to the relief of Swansea at the opening of King Philip's War. So the site we were just at a moment ago, so this is where the Garrison House actually was. So the last site was just the site of the First Baptist Church, and this is the site of where they all ran to when that village was being attacked so that they could escape to safety. And this is where the house actually stood in Swansea. And now if I turn around, I'm going to show you guys. So you see the woods, that's about the only thing that stood the same, because now this is the street. And a lot has changed. Next up, Middleborough, Massachusetts, July 1675. The town had gathered together for safety as they were under attack. They flocked together in the fort, which was near the old Memorial High School. John Thompson was leading and brought his long gun with him and ordered Isaac Howland to fire in the direction of the Indians who were harassing the English on a daily basis. The idea was merely to grab their attention to get them to stop, but Isaac was a great marksman and accidentally hit one of the natives. This could just be a story passed along through generations, but the gun very much exists and sits in the museum in Middleborough with Bobbitt's headstone. Moving on to Mendon, in July, Mendon was attacked. It was a huge deal because it was the first town in the Massachusetts Bay to be attacked. The Nipmuc led the fight, now including themselves in the war with the Wampanoag. Next, we move on to Brookfield, Massachusetts. The survivors of Whaler's Surprise head back to Quaboag Plantation in Brookfield, West Brookfield today, on Foster Hill Road. The English said that here is where the natives set a carriage on fire and pushed it into the garrison, but it began to rain and put the fire out. From there, they went on to Bear's Ambush, where the Pecumtit joined the battle in the Connecticut Valley. 21 men were lost here, making it a very dark day for the English. Moving on to Bloody Brook in September, also known as Muddy Brook in Deerfield, Massachusetts, where 79 soldiers were sent to evacuate everyone, and when they stopped to take a break, they were ambushed. The Nipmucs killed 40 of their soldiers, 17 teamsters, another huge loss for the English. There's now a marker showing the graves, and it's considered the oldest surviving monument in the United States. In 1838, a new memorial would also be erected there. About to come up on the monument from the Great Swamp Fight. It's legitimately in the middle of the forest, but it's a huge monument. I can see it from here. But just a fun fact is that this monument sitting here is commemorating what happened here, but it's not.
No, they said it could not be.
Might not be, yes.
No one's
and
really...
A lot of natives say that it is not. So who knows, maybe they say it's not here to fool you, but it is here. And other people say they want to protect the sacredity of the real location, so they don't tell anybody, which is totally understandable. But this is also on a mound, so there's obviously some sort of burial right here as well, which I'll show you guys. It's coming up on it now. Like I said, others say it's somewhere off the beaten path to be kept sacred. What's with the fire setups here?
People come to have fires?
No, but it's weird how the three of them are... There's three. I wonder if it's like... I wonder if people come... Like, Native Americans come here to, like... Do you know what I mean? Because look, it's 1, 2, 3 for, like, ceremony. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's burial here? I don't know.
I mean, people even go through the trouble and carve on a plaque.
Yeah, people are ridiculous.
I mean, you gotta be kidding. The thing is destroyed.
Yeah, I absolutely can't read this.
Yeah. It was... The way they laid it, they should have never laid it flat, so the water would run off it. It probably just sits on it and destroys it.
Probably didn't even realize. That's a huge stone monument.
Big piece of granite. Yeah, they carved all over it.
Beginning on a snowy December day, an army of 1,000, including all 3 of the colonies, Rhode Island, and 150 Mohegan warriors attacked a Narragansett village filled with women and children in South Kingston, Rhode Island. The village was then set ablaze and all was destroyed, leaving an estimated 400 women, men, and children dead. The Narragansett said this vicious attack was not provoked and that the innocent people were killed. It is unsure if this is the exact site, although a marker now stands here, as you guys can see. And many artifacts were also found here, but when they were tested, I guess they didn't contain a certain kind of rich remains that were expected by archaeologists, so they say that the actual location may not be here. As I was saying before, there is a mound here, so it's definitely a burial site, but what they're saying is there could be a greater one deeper into these woods that's kept a secret so that people don't go around and messing with it or trying to dig stuff up and such. The Great Swamp Fight here was considered the bloodiest day of the King Phillips War. We've got a REM pod sitting over there in front of the big tall monument, so if there were any spirits here, they could come and speak to us or let us know that they're here by touching the device over there near the monument and saying hello. I'm also going to set up a voice recording and see if we can talk to anyone that way. people come here and do rituals at this site? Is that what those 3 campfire setups are? Are you a Narragansett Indian? Did you hear the whistle? Can you whistle back? What is your name? Are you a Narragansett Indian that was killed here? There were many women and children killed here. So the only thing I've gotten here is someone whistling at me to a lot of the questions that I ask. I just missed that one, but I'm going to take a walk because the Oculus will not turn on, and my husband said that he got a body laying on the floor.
I moved it because I thought maybe the stone, but it wasn't on the stone, it was in front of the stone. And I went to that to see, and then I came back and it wasn't there. And I wish I hadn't moved. It was right over here, laying down.
Yeah, that's weird because it would be, when something takes on the shape, it takes
and then
on the shape.
Go to eat the rocks,
it's not picking up, yeah.
Because it's like so massive, it's like, and the infrared's picking it up, see it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
So we're just trying to make a point because the SLS can pick things up, but the SLS is not picking up anything.
Monument 1.
This is the first monument, and this is just standing in front of it. It doesn't pick anything up. Yeah, that's the difference.
See the difference?
This is what it usually does, takes on the shape of the entire
object. Because it was doing
As
it
you
on
can
the tree
see.
over there.
So this is pretty much the same shape, structure, height, and everything.
Monument, like the other side.
So we're on the other side now, and it's not picking up anything. So after they left here, the Great Swamp Battle, they moved on to Lancaster, which was in February of 1676. And this is where the minister's wife, whose name was Mary Rowlandfun, I believe her name was captured. She was traveling along with the natives, and she traveled with them for up to 11 weeks. Her site was marked by an old pine tree, but it's no longer there. I guess there's a hike that you can go see her mica also at Redemption Rock. And it's on Wachusett Mountain. So after the Great Swamp Fight, they came to Lancaster, just so you guys know, because I won't be going to every single location, so just so you guys know, was a big part of the King Phillips War story. This thing's talking in the background. I just realized you didn't pick that up. I don't know. Can you whistle and let me know you're here? You hear it?
Yeah, I thought that was you.
No. Hello?
And see, you know it's so weird? So, it's on you now and your head's straight up.
Yeah.
That's what's always so weird about it.
Yeah, my head's not hanging.
It's not hanging to the side.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone here? I know there is somebody here, because we picked somebody up, and I heard somebody whistling. Can you tell me your name? The Native Americans here in New England lived and thrived in harmony throughout Rhode Island and Massachusetts. They lived according to season and were healthy in all of Mother Earth and all that she had to offer. Most of the villages centered around water, where they fished and had easy transportation. Their spiritual beliefs were one with the land, and all that was given was sacred. So, perfect example of what I've said in previous videos along this King Philip's War coverage. This, we're just walking away from the Great Swamp Monument, and my husband found this. This is just in the middle of the woods, this grave. There's no marker, there's nothing here. This is just coming out of the woods. Where's the other one? Huh? Really?
Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, what the heck?
You know how they said, oh, they don't tell you where it is?
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't it be crazy if it was just
Right here? Huh. Goes to show you, you could be walking over graves and you wouldn't even know it. They pretty much look like them.
It does look weird. Look, another one.
Like just the way they're sticking up and the way they look like slabs.